this is it. This is the last of the work that was done on this car before I drove it to my wedding. I'm so happy I was able to do that. I'm so happy the car was ready in time. There were some seriously close calls. If you don't check out the whole video, then at least jump to the end so that you can see an S chassis in wedding photos. I'm not gonna hold you any longer. Enjoy the video. We need to get some gaskets to fix an exhaust leak. So we've got this to match up the size, and we're at Canadian Tire. It's always a little bit uncomfortable doing a parts run when they ask you, what car is this for? I'm thinking to myself, like, I need the exhaust gaskets that join the SR20 to the S12. And I'm like, well, you know, this side of the muffler is this car, and the other side of the muffler you've never heard of, so I don't really know what to ask for. As I've mentioned before, the SR exhaust doesn't quite line up with the S12s, so this is what we're running with. Over where the exhaust line joins with the turbo dump pipe, there's a whole bunch of JB Weld sealant. I managed to get 1 and 2 nuts on here, and then we go all the way to this, which actually has a gasket and more sealant just for good measure, and this should actually be a correct seal. I didn't think it'd be good, it's at least better. The JB Weld sealant needed 30 minutes in order for it to set, and now the car needs to be idled for 10 minutes for it to finish curing. Hopefully it'll be quieter than it previously was. Still sounds like I have an exhaust leak, because I do. The issue remains right down there. If I put my hand in, I can feel all kinds of exhaust. Step 1 of the muffler repair is going to be stick a whole bunch of this paste in the hole, then wrap it in aluminum, and then wrap that in this adhesive tape. So here's the hole in the muffler. I filled this gap with a whole bunch of paste and now aluminum tape. The next step is the final tape. I don't really know what it is or what it's for, but I guess it's supposed to keep all of this in place. While we're waiting for all the exhaust paste to set, I decided to remove the old shift boot. So I'm going to be cleaning up some of the sharp pieces of metal around this hole, painting all the exposed metal, and then retaping it. This is gonna look mint. Exhaust check. That sounds much better. Come hell or high water today, this car is getting a center console. Now, I realized last time out that with this shift boot, there's just not enough space between the shifter and the e-brake for the car to sit in reverse. It's just, the shift boot ends up hitting the e-brake at the bottom. It's a mess. So I did a little bit of research. We're done with that. And I believe, there we go, that simply keeping this plate, maybe customizing a makeshift shift boot, should be able to get this center console in so that everything remains functional and they keep it as factory as possible. All right. This little bit of trim needed to come out because in order for the car to be able to make it into fourth, and still have the e-brake be low enough without hitting this portion, it needed that extra few millimeters of room. So again, not ideal, but it will work. we have a center console. Center console is in. Now it's time to give the car a much needed exterior cleaning. The car is now wedding ready.
What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.